What is your American dream?
I'm from China, and my American dream is to do the works I intended to do in this interesting place and communicate with other people from all over the world.
I'm from India. My American dream is to enjoy this inclusiveness and freedom of America and have fun while it lasts.
I'm from New York, and my American dream is for everyone to be able to make the most of themselves.
I'm from Belgium. The American dream for me, for living in New York, would be ideal. Have a house that looks nice but is not too expensive, and work in Manhattan, have a major salary. To have a bit of money at the side for health insurance, because you never know, you might get into trouble.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Groundhog Sam!
I don't know. I'm having this strange feeling like there's some big holiday coming up soon. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just something I'm feeling. Let me go check the Bradshaw Live New York City taxi driver calendar.
Hey, what is this? December? Sorry, Alex, but you're old news now. I ordered a new calendar. Where is it? Everyone's behind. It's January 23rd, 2019 today.
Hey, Groundhog Sam. I have mail for you.
Oh, Gladys, just in the nick of time. You're my hero. I hope this is what I think it is. I ordered a 2019 taxi cab calendar, and I have a feeling this is it. Ooh, okay, can you help me open it, please? You know.
Sure, Sam.
Thank you. I don't have thumbs, so sometimes things are difficult. It's the calendar, Gladys! How awesome is this?
It's awesome.
So, I don't know, I just feel like there's a holiday coming up and I wanted to check the calendar.
Are you talking about Groundhog Day, Sam?
That's it! Oh my gosh, that's coming up in like a week. I'm so
What will we do?
I don't know, we're gonna have to throw a party. Groundhog Day party.
Great idea, Sam. Great idea.
One more thing, if it would be too much trouble, can you help me put the new calendar up? I'm good at taking down, not as well as putting back up.
Sure, Sam.
Thank
Anything.
you. You're the best. Thank you. Wow. Okay, well now I know. February 2nd is Groundhog Day. I don't know what we're going to do. I'm going to have to talk to Brad. I want to do something exciting. Maybe we can have a party. Anyway, welcome to the Bradshaw Live office, Bamba. Oh, hello everybody. It's Groundhog Sam here, hanging out at the new taxi cab calendar for 2019. Did you miss yesterday's episode of Bradshaw Live? Well, in case you did, we had Elise Din and Vivian Ngo from the hit TV series Queen Sugar. Elise and Vivian play a Vietnamese-American family on the show. We talked to Elise and Vivian about what it's like to be Vietnamese-American actresses in Hollywood, their and their families' refugee stories, and their American dreams. It was quite wonderful, and I'm very excited for the next season of Queen Sugar. Okay, now's the time you've all been waiting for. It's Bradshaw Live, starring Brad Bernstein with co-hosts Belgium Kim Moore and Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias. Enjoy! I'm gonna go start planning for February 2nd.
Welcome everybody, January 23rd. It is Bradshaw Live. It is also Hump Day on Bradshaw Live. Welcome. Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
What happened?
Wait a second.
What?
You didn't get the memo.
Oh.
It's Hump Day. Hump Day's casual day. I come in a sweater and look at my co-hosts here, all dressed up like they're going out on a date, the two of you.
It's hump day. We
You
gotta
are,
look good for hump day.
you are
Exactly.
showing me up today.
Exactly.
You are showing me up today. Jonathan walks in. He goes, "Brad, looks like you just got out of bed." I'm like, what happened to the memo? It was all supposed to be casual today.
I thought hump day was when you're supposed to look good,
No,
so
you
they
don't-
want to hump you.
You're most humpable.
You're most humpable.
You obviously did not read my email, okay? Because I had a different theory of hump day. You want to be in casual clothes. You don't want to be all constricted in a suit. You want to be casual and be able to be loose. But instead, you come in your spiffies there, both of you.
Now, was your email longer than 4 lines, Brad?
No.
That's
My email
don't
said
read.
it's casual day, it's hump day, happy Wednesday. It was
No.
one sentence.
I appear at my most humpable on Brad Day, Brad.
Yeah.
I'm not. You are.
Hump Day,
Most
Brad.
humpable.
On
You
Hump Day,
are.
Brad.
You're most
Let's
humpable.
stop.
Is that?
Yeah.
But I asked you that last week, and you said that's not necessarily the case.
No, I just looked good last week because I wanted to look good
okay.
last week. Today was specifically for
You
Hump
look
Day.
good every day.
But by the way, did anybody notice that Groundhog Sam has an unbelievable ability to stay floating in the air for
He
about
is a
5?
flying
He's a
Sam.
flying Sam.
Yes.
You know, like we should have like some Superman music behind
Right.
it or something. You know, dun, 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 dun.
What was the flying squirrel's name? Was it Rocco? No, Rocco and some squirrel like Rocky.
Rocky the flying
Rocky,
Yeah,
yes.
but Sam.
Nice.
Rocky
Sam-
and Bullwinkle.
Sam,
Nice.
that entire 5-minute, prequel to the Brad Show Live, or the cold opening, as they like to say in showbiz. What do I know about show business? Only one who knows anything about show business is actually you, Jonathan, right?
Well, I think we all do now.
I don't know anything
That's
about
true. We're big rock
it.
stars now.
No. We just do this by the seat of our pants. But he was, for 5 minutes in the cold opening, Sam was floating in the air.
He's
How is
pretty,
that even possible?
He's pretty remarkable.
How is that
one.
even possible?
It is, because he does it.
Yeah.
Is he like in a little balloon? That would be great is if we could pull the cameras back on him
And you
to
see
see how he floats.
The tiny hot air balloon
Yeah,
he's
it's like
in.
tiny hot air balloons. Because if anybody knew, there was like tiny little.
You're not supposed to give away
I
the
know.
secret.
What Pat Rice does is Pat Rice before the show, before they film. Pat Rice is the one who usually does the camera. She has these like little party balloons in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes. And she ties it up, and then he kind of like just floats
It's
up.
amazing that Pat Rice has helium in her lungs.
It's amazing. I'm gonna tell you, she is. Pat Rice is a very talented lady.
Golly.
Yes. But if we were only able to pull the cameras back,
You can't.
and show how the magic really happens.
It's not allowed.
It's a tiny
not
little
allowed.
room. You have no
I
room to
know,
pull
because,
back.
and he's just kind of like up there with these.
I don't know if Sam would allow that.
No, he would not. He would 100% not.
He's a picky
I don't know.
on
We're
that
gonna
one.
ask him if he would be, or she,
Yeah.
because we never really went under the hood there for Sam.
Oh no, I don't like that
we haven't gone
terminology.
under the hood for Sam.
We
We don't
haven't
know
yet.
if it's a he or she yet. But we'll ask. What do they call if you're not sure if it's a
Androgynous.
Androgynous.
I'm
thank
wearing my
you.
androgynous shoes
Right,
today.
right. If we're gonna ask androgynous Sam.
Yeah.
On Wednesdays, it's
Yeah.
androgynous Sam.
Androgynous Sam.
We're gonna ask androgynous Sam. If we can pull the cameras back a little bit. We won't go under the hood.
Sam, get in the comments.
Okay?
Let us know what
we
you
won't
think.
get under the hood,
Yeah.
but if we can pull the cameras back and see how all the magic works, like tying the balloon so he can float up in the air and talk to. Because other than that, originally he was walking on the floor, but then how would anybody interact with him? They would have to literally be like a worm.
You have to lay on
You
the
have to
ground.
lay on the ground to talk to him. So we came up with this ingenious thing. We kind of just float him up in the air with balloons.
He says, yes, I can levitate. In the comments.
Sam, that is not true.
Sam.
You cannot levitate
Yes.
at all. It's the magical balloons, of helium balloons.
Maybe he is kind of a magical groundhog. The fact
Yeah.
that he talks is already unbelievable.
Absolutely, and it actually works.
Yeah.
So why are you all dressed up, both of you today? It looks like you both are going on a date with each other tonight.
Wow.
You're all dressed up, and it's weird, but
I
you're
don't.
sitting,
I don't think
you're
Kim
sitting,
would go on a date
you're
in a
sitting,
blazer.
You're sitting closer to each other than normal.
It's actually not true
Why
either.
are you sitting? Your arms are almost touching.
Normally they do touch.
No,
Right.
Normally
we're like this.
And it's hump day.
Yeah.
And it's hump day.
Yeah. Brad, you get us all riled up. What do you expect?
Right.
What's going to happen with the two of you after?
Listen. You stay on that side, we're gonna stay
Yeah,
on this
this is
side.
our side. That's right. We share a camera. We share everything, Brad.
All right, we're gonna start with YouTube today. YouTube has been outpacing Facebook.
Yeah.
All right. So we got to say hello to the squad. It's Hump Day. Ja Love. Hello, everybody. Afzal A says, squad up, Brad Cruz.
Hey.
That's right, Afzal. He's got it. Brad Cruz.
Yeah.
That's right.
Brad Cruz.
If I only had the contract, half a contract of Tom
Right.
Cruise, I would be a happy guy.
Right.
Right? Let the Hump Day unscripted immigration show begin. Carol, the top, Cat, Tigress, 2 Anderson, Evening Brad, Kim, Jonathan, Sam, Squad Up All, BK, Ricky, what's going on? And Tanisha Tennant. And Afsal A says, Jonathan, you should have a segment for yourself in Fashion for Men. From clothing to style, you should teach some of us the it factor.
Oh, yes, Jonathan.
So
sounds-
Afsal wants us to expand beyond immigration.
Right.
And go.
Maybe we
the
can go
only-
into different countries' fashion.
Maybe the only unscripted immigration fashion comedy show. All right.
that sounds
Afzal
pretty
is
good.
adding on to the show here.
I
You
would
want to be a producer, Afzal?
Yes.
I'd be like a much nicer version of Joan Rivers, which I've always wanted to do.
I think
A
you
nice
would be
version
brutal.
of
You think
right.
I'd
would
be
be
brutal?
You would be brutal.
What
Nice
the hell
ver-
is she doing wearing
Nice
that?
version of Joan doesn't exist.
Yeah.
That's just not
Yeah, it
real.
does.
No.
Yeah, she was like the queen of insults.
Right.
That's
She was
true.
the queen of insults. Cordella Douglas, what's going on? Princess Black. She said she missed it last night, but she watched the rerun on YouTube. I watched the rerun on YouTube last night too, and I want you to know, I was in the social media room today, and I said, usually, I'm smiling. When I do the show and I'm happy.
Right.
But I sometimes, we're going through the entire show. I don't even hear all the funny things that are going on.
Right.
And then I go home at night and I go watch the show, and then I'm watching the comments and I just crack myself up.
Oh, you actually read the comments
I read
when
the
you're...
comments. And I'm
Yeah.
watching the show, and it
Yeah.
just makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. I enjoy a midnight watching of Bradshaw Live.
Bradshaw Live.
That's what I do.
Midnight
It's about
viewing.
midnight viewing. So Princess Black, very smart move. If you didn't watch the show, to always catch it on YouTube
Absolutely.
or Facebook. Danny Contreras says, "Hello, Brad Squad from Pompano, Florida. It's Hump Day with a big smile face."
Yeah.
I love that.
That's right. And AMG by LBE Geist says, "Hey, Brad Squad. Eulette Wilson, squad up, Brad. Happy Hump Day." And people love Hump Day.
They
Eulette
do.
Wilson, what's going on? Velma Gale, and who else we have here? People going back. Tanisha Tennant, I said that already, right?
You did.
And on Facebook, Tamika Nelson, who never seems to go over to YouTube. There are some people who have migrated over. Tamika is
Yeah.
going to be a holdout.
To-
Tamika's going to be a holdout.
Because she holds down those comments.
Yes, Deion Watson, Abigail Taylor Watson, Jessica Leamy says squad up loves.
Yeah.
Jessica Leamy. I love Jessica Leamy.
Who doesn't?
Right.
I also love that we have now called her Jessica Leamy, and that's her name
That's
now.
her new name.
When her actual name says, "Just call me Joelle." Like the whole thing is just like, please just call me Joelle, and we're out
But
here
we're not going to
not even calling her
We're not gonna call
Joelle.
her Joelle. We're going to call her Jessica Leamy.
Absolutely.
That's what we tell you. All right, that's very funny. Letha Blatt. We're not even following her
Right?
instructions.
No, she has one.
She
has
gave one
thing.
instruction.
Right.
One instruction. Just call me Joelle.
Just call me Joelle.
Jessica Leamy.
We don't follow rules
That's
here
right.
at Brad Show Live. If you didn't notice.
Adrian Sped, squad up. Mad Dog Chelius, up top, the squad up. That's a
Ooh.
new one.
Up top, the
Up
squad
top,
up.
the squad
that.
up. And Andreen Smith, Jasmine McDonald says, up Tamika. Lisa Bling Rose says, hi family, Kimmy Kim, Yo-Yo, One Love, squad up. Willie Williams popping in there. Haven't seen Willie Williams in a while.
We haven't.
Where's
Right.
Willie Williams been?
been on the road?
Ahmed Asmar has already come in with a question, and we're going to get to a lot of we are going to do a ton. When I tell you a ton of social media questions today, everybody who loves social media, you are going to really love social media today. Okay? I assure you, we will answer more social media questions today than we ever have in the history of any one particular show ever on Bradshaw Live.
That
Wow.
means we're being put to work today, y'all.
That is a
We're actually working
guarantee.
today.
We are actually.
That is
working.
a guarantee.
I was getting really cushy over here, Brad.
That
and
is
now
know,
you're-
we're
a
actually working.
guarantee. Tanisha McNabb, what's going on? And Sandy Brown Lewis, what's going on? And I lost all my comments. You wonder why?
Why?
Somebody called my telephone.
No.
Who?
My friend.
Your
Who
friend.
obviously doesn't realize I have a show.
A whole show.
A whole
hit show.
A
An
whole show
entire
dedicated
hit.
to answering social media questions.
That's
So I
right.
lost all
Horrible.
my comments now. I can't say hello to anybody anymore.
Well, hit
Thanks,
to
friend.
everybody else.
Thanks, friend.
Hell,
Thank you, friend.
Sheesh.
Jeesh.
friend.
Jeesh. By the way,
Yeah.
I want everybody to put their hands in their pockets and don't share a goddamn thing today. No sharing. Let's get right to.
Yeah, we're never gonna
I just want
talk
people
about-
not to share.
Right.
No sharing. Okay. If you share, you obviously care. Okay.
Right.
And we don't want anyone to care anymore. There's no caring anymore
No
on
caring.
this show. No sharing.
Anti-caring.
All right. Let's get to something called schmoozing because we got to get to our hump
Yes.
day.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, this is exciting.
All right, so Michael Cohen was going to testify before Congress.
Right.
And then what happened is that most of what he was able to testify about, what Congress wanted to hear him testify about, he wasn't able to testify because he's still under a gag order from the Mueller investigation. So he wasn't really able to say much. And then on top of that, he's now claiming that President Trump has threatened his family. Can you imagine the President of the United States has threatened his family like a mobster
Absolutely.
to avoid a testimony? Isn't that what the mob does?
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
Is that unbelievable
It
that
is
the
very
President
believable,
of
though.
the United States of America would go threaten somebody's family if they were going to go testify truthfully under
Yeah.
oath before Congress?
That's how you know he is crapping in his pants. Like,
Oh my God. That's
do you
unbelievable.
believe that he did that?
What?
Do you believe that he actually threatened his
I
family?
absolutely believe that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I absolutely. I don't believe much, but I believe that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't
Ah.
believe that Groundhog Sam levitates,
Yeah.
but I
But
do
this
believe
you do.
that President Trump threatened Michael Cohen's family
Absolutely.
and caused him not to testify.
Wow,
Absolutely.
your
That's like
family.
it's like what gang members do to
Yeah.
other gang
100%.
members,
The mob.
or what the mob does. I mean, this was like half of the Godfather
Yep.
movies were this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or even in Goodfellas they did it.
The Sopranos.
The
I'm watching The
Sopranos, they did
Sopranos
it.
right now.
Are you?
Finally, because you guys got me on it.
You never watched The
No, I'm on
Sopranos?
I
season
haven't
1,
either.
episode
Right.
8. Oh, what? You haven't?
You don't- you
Julie
don't-
Bean told me to
You don't need
watch
to watch it. Just watch the evening news and see what's going on. in the White House.
Basically.
Right.
But you know
that's
what's
all,
crazy?
That's all you need to do.
I could totally see you on the show though. Like not to take away from the
know what
news, but
that
like
means.
every time I watch it, I'm
You're
like,
like-
yo, Brad, you could
I could
one
be a
of these
good
guys.
mobster,
You
right?
could. You really
Right?
could.
Would I be like? Would I be like one of like the federal prosecutors chasing them or the cops?
No,
Well, I'm a mobster.
you'd be the mob.
I'd be like the mob guy.
You'd be like one of the Sopranos guys.
One of the
Like,
guys.
yeah.
You would
I
be
would like
the guy.
Uncle Junior. Like, you know,
Hey, where's the pepperoni?
he'd be perfect for it.
You'd be the
It's a
guy.
loud, obnoxious New Yorker,
You're
right?
perfect.
Right. I wouldn't be a fish out of water being a mobster.
no.
It's not really my personality. I'm a nice guy.
That's what acting is all about.
Is that it? But you
Yeah.
think I could take
I know you
I
could.
could do it.
I know you could.
Yeah?
Seriously.
Wait, can we talk about how excited Brad is getting
Yeah,
right
let-
now?
I really want to do a scene with
He's
you
like, I
doing
can
it.
do it, right? I
know.
can
Do
do
it.
it.
I believe you
You know what we can do? You know what we can do is if it's possible. I don't know if it's possible or not, but maybe tomorrow and the next day we can find a scene from The Sopranos on the
There you go.
internet. You could be the cop.
Yes.
And I'll be the
Yes.
bad guy, and we'll see
And-
how
and
we
you
do.
could be the wife.
And you could be the wife. Or you could be the psychiatrist.
Oh,
Yeah, you could be the
I'll take
psychiatrist.
that.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't
Or,
that Edie
or wait a
Falco?
second. Or you could be my love interest. It is Hump Day.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
I'll be a
Edie is the
therapist.
You
wife.
could be my, because I remember Tony Soprano had a girlfriend and he used to go on his boat and I'm not giving it away. I
You're
apologize.
giving a little bit away.
Right, okay.
All right.
Yeah, who plays who? I'd like to know.
Edie Falco is the wife.
Yeah.
Well, she's a bad.
Right.
She's
She
a
is.
bad mama jamma.
So, any event, the Soprano in the White House threatening Michael Cohen.
Golly.
That's just ridiculous.
unsurprising.
Insane.
All right. For the DACA recipients,
yeah.
all right, the one thing that Trump had as his ace in the hole
Right.
was to negotiate for the wall and say, I'm going to give back the DACA benefits that he took away. Now, the Ninth Circuit said Trump can't take the DACA benefits away. Trump made an emergency appeal to the Supreme Court, and yesterday the Supreme Court said they don't even want to hear the appeal, which means that DACA, for people who have DACA, is going to still be in existence for at least another 18 to 24 months, maybe even 36 months, another 3 years, before it works its way through the courts. We may even have a new president before there's a final decision on this DACA case. So DACA recipients, the good news is, good lawyers can keep this thing going for years and years and years and years and years.
Yep.
Nice.
So those who have DACA will continue to have DACA for the indefinite future, no matter what Donald Trump decides to do. He also can't use the threat of DACA to try to build the wall. Congratulations
Amazing.
to the Supreme
That's
Court
huge.
and to Michael Kavanaugh, who is the new Supreme Court Justice, who did not seem to mind that this is happening.
Yeah.
Brett Kavanaugh's a loser.
He is a loser. But
Brett Kavanaugh is such a
Brett,
loser.
who's Mike Kavanaugh?
I don't know, but you went there. It's fine. I got it.
Mike Kavanaugh, that's his brother.
Brett and Mike.
Yeah, you know, like Jimmy Carter had like the drunk peanut farmer brother. You know who I'm talking about?
Definitely don't.
Who?
Jilly knows who I'm talking about. Who was Jimmy Carter's brother?
Who was Jimmy Carter? Why would Jilly Bean know that?
Jilly Bean knows that she's into politics. He was this drunk guy who was always
Billy Carter?
Billy Carter, right?
An American farmer, businessman,
Yes.
brewer, and politician.
Yeah, he was an embarrassment to Jimmy. So,
He promoted
no wonder we
Billy
don't know
Beer.
about him.
yes, he was an embarrassment to Jimmy. Here's some good news for Donald Trump. Donald Trump fans.
He has good news.
He has some good news. His
has fans?
Yes, his polls are going up. Unfortunately, yeah.
What do you mean?
Poll numbers for Donald Trump are going up. The number of people who would like to see Donald Trump impeached is now at 46% of the American population. Almost 50%, we're very close to being over 50% of the U.S. population wants Donald Trump to be out of office and impeached. So congratulations, your polling numbers are going up there, Donald.
Right.
And that is higher than his approval rating, which is at 44%.
Oh my God.
So 46% of Americans want him impeached, and only 44% approve of him. Now now usually it's 44% approve of him, 48% disapprove, and 1% would like to see him impeached.
Right.
Almost half of America
wants to see
this guy gone. So that, my friends.
That's insane.
Yes. Oh, here's something that's also really good news.
Yeah.
I was going to get to Hump Day news, but this is really good news. The court is blocked. Remember about 6 months ago we talked about how this was really going to be a huge political problem for the United States of America, especially for progressives and liberals and Democrats, that Wilbur Ross, who is the head of the Commerce Department, and he's in charge of doing the census.
Yeah.
Now, why is the census important? The census is important because it counts the number of Americans throughout the United States of America every 10 years. The next census is going to be 2020. And the reason why counting Americans is important is based on how many Americans there are in the United States and in which states they're living and in which counties they're living will determine how they get federal benefits.
Right.
So in other words, for example, if 5% of, I'm just making up a number, 5% of all Americans live in California, and I have no idea if this is true or not. I have no idea. I'm just making up a number. Okay, the way that the federal government doles out benefits is they dole out the benefit. We're going to give $100 billion to Medicaid. Okay, then it goes based on a percentage of where people in each state. So if 5% of the Americans live in California, 5% of those federal benefits will go to California.
Right.
Okay, as an example.
Okay.
Also, the reason why the census is important. Is because it also determines how many electoral votes each state gets for an election. So if you are undercounting large states and overcounting small states, for example, smaller states would get more votes for the president, as well as congressmen in Congress. So it is extraordinarily important. So one of the things that Wilbur Ross did as Commerce Secretary, because he's a Republican, he's a smart guy, is he wants more Republicans and more white people to be counted and less minorities to be counted.
Yeah.
So and that is to skew numbers for Republicans, because presumably white people will vote more Republican. And it will also skew numbers against big cities and skew numbers towards smaller rural populations. So how is he going to do that? To manipulate the census to help the Republicans in future elections and also have federal benefits doled out to Republican counties. He added a question in the census that says, are you an American citizen?
Right.
Okay, which, if you have a green card or if you are a minority who is a citizen but are concerned I don't want people to, think I'm not a citizen. Or it was going to make people not answer the census.
Absolutely.
And people who were born in the United States, generation after generation after generation, would generally feel no problem answering that question. But if you were a newly minted American, maybe you think, oh my God, they can take away my American citizenship. And you were not born in the United States, you may likely not want to answer that question and then not even return the census and be undercounted.
Right.
So the courts have blocked it.
Right.
Congratulations to the courts on that too.
That's fantastic.
I can't even begin to tell you. So there's roughly 24 million non-citizens living in the United States, and nearly 1 in 10 households include somebody who's a non-citizen, and nearly I think it was 4 out of every 10 households, and I could be wrong, but I believe this statistic is right, has at least one person who was not born in the United States.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Right. So I mean, they could have roughly, changed a lot of that.
Right. Absolutely.
There's a lot of immigration hearings have been canceled because of the shutdown. That's on the card. And then there was a GoFundMe campaign to build the border wall for $5 billion.
Okay.
They fell a little short. They only got about 20 million.
Oh, wow. The fact that people donated $20 million to that, though?
325,000 donors to the GoFundMe campaign, but all of it is being returned. And with that, I went through that very fast.
You did.
Okay.
And by
the way, I'm really annoyed with everybody right now. How many people have shared so far? How many people?
A total of 46 people.
Okay, you 46 people, stop it. Stop sharing. No more sharing. I'm annoyed at all 46 people who shared.
What?
Or like the 3 people who shared.
Yes.
It's
called reverse psychology. It's called, watch. As soon as I tell people to stop sharing, they'll all share. Reverse psychology.
Perfect.
Let's see if this works.
Yeah. I'll tell you it's going to work. Stop it now, you 46 people. You're never going to be allowed to watch my show again if you keep sharing. Keep this all to ourselves. Keep it a big secret. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody about this whole thing. All right, let's go to Hump Day. It's Hump Day. What do we got?
It's Hump Day.
That picture, though.
It's Hump Day. It's Hump Day.
Was there any music behind there or no? There was no music behind there, right? Or maybe there was. It's Hump Day.
It's Hump Day.
We'll get that all fixed for next week. That's called technical problems.
That picture behind it is hilarious.
All right, so Kim.
Yeah.
A happily married woman.
Yeah.
Is paying $80 per hour.
Okay.
To cuddle strangers. All right, that's what's going on.
Wait.
Yeah, Saskia, that's her name.
Yeah.
She sees her husband only for a few days a month. There she is, and finds the lack of human contact difficult to deal with. And this has been in the news now. So this new non-sexual practice of professional cuddling helps Saskia deal with her loneliness, and her husband fully supports this without getting jealous. And she makes money by doing this.
Wait, she makes money or she pays money?
No, she makes money. She gets paid $80 for a cuddle. And she lies in bed with somebody and just spoons for an hour.
No problem.
Yes. So the cuddlist based in New York offers lonely, career-driven... she pays $80 to be cuddled by a man.
Oh, to be cuddled.
To be cuddled by a man. To be cuddled by a man. I apologize. So she's paying $80 to be cuddled by a man, and it's based in New York, the cuddlist. And it offers lonely women a chance to enjoy human contact for only $80 a go for 1 hour.
So it's basically escorts.
Because they cuddle. They cuddle. We're gonna play a video in a second, but they cuddle, they embrace, they snuggle, they spoon. Okay, maybe the man gets aroused behind, but the clothes all stay on. I don't know if I would be able to spoon a woman for 1 hour and not
feel something.
I don't know. I would find that really difficult.
Difficult.
Depending.
Yeah.
That's true. Maybe that would not be nice.
Because you probably can't even pick.
Yeah, okay. All right. So if I'm the cuddlist, for example, okay, and like Betty White calls me. I'm not, and says, I want to be cuddled for an hour. And she's like, 98
But you gotta do it.
I got to do it. Maybe not, anyway.
What?
Who would you want to cuddle?
Oh, I would definitely cuddle Betty White.
You would cuddle Betty White?
No problem.
Go cuddle Betty
She
White?
went, oh my God, do you feel the maternal, grandmotherly badassery that would happen in that cuddle?
Jonathan, Betty White?
Yeah, no.
Jonathan,
No, I
Betty
would-
White?
no.
No.
Like in a maternal way?
I would love to talk to her. That's it. I don't want to cuddle with her.
What's your number one
Now,
celebrity you
Saskia
cuddle?
Frederick, she's 41. She's been using the service for over a year.
Okay.
She's their number one person.
Okay.
Because she only gets to see her husband a few days a month. Now, she's an actress and an aspiring actress and masseuse, spends most of her time in the city while her husband Arthur lives in Connecticut. So she gives massages to other men and women, so why is she not having any human contact? That doesn't make any sense, Saskia.
Well, because she's giving the human contact, I'm assuming she would like to receive
All
the
right,
human
well, this is what she says. I have a quote from Saskia.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it says, my husband is a lieutenant in the police department, so he's on patrol 24/7, and we don't live together full time because I'm here in New York City. I am 99% sure that he doesn't get jealous of the cuddling because I check in with him and talk with him about it. Maybe if we've seen more of each other, we can go to cuddle groups together. I don't think it's something he would talk to his cop buddies about, but he's an open-minded guy. She added, I really look forward to it because I love affection. I love how it makes my body feel. I get excited because it is my treat. If I didn't have these cuddle sessions, I would go through my life with no touch, and that would be very lonely. It's great because I don't have to battle in the bar scene for attention. I don't have to feel awkwardness with a girlfriend. It's all about me because I pay for it. Now we have a video.
Okay.
Let's watch the cuddle video, and then we'll comment. There it is.
Really?
Who is she cuddling? Some hairy, sweaty guy.
Some random.
I don't know, some random, sweaty, hairy guy.
He looks like such a video game nerd. He's
What is
just
this?
He
This is
wishes
so
he were
dumb.
playing Call of Duty right now.
I don't know. It just doesn't look like it smells too good there.
That guy looks really sweaty and gross.
He's getting paid $80 an hour to cuddle this woman.
So now this is what the CEO, Adam Lippin, says. Mm-hmm. He says the sessions last for 2 hours.
What?
Not 1 hour, 2 hours. I was incorrect.
Oh, hell
Costs
no.
$80 an hour, so they pay $160 for 2 hours. And we're expanding our cuddlers by around 3 a week, so this is definitely a viable business model. We have all kinds of clients, men, women, old people, young people. They come for the personal touch and human interaction. That's what I value about it.
Wow.
Now, Ian Carmen, who has been a professional cuddler, this is what he has to say. When you hold someone or touch someone, there can be something sexual about it. Sometimes when I'm with someone, there's a sexual moment, but you learn to deal with and acknowledge it, but you don't encourage it, and it eventually passes. So what he's saying is basically, yeah, when I'm cuddling, I sometimes get an erection. I think pretend it's not happening.
Exactly.
That's basically what
Sometimes
he's
I
saying.
address it, and I'm like, ooh, I'm sorry, I have an erection.
Sorry. All right. So that's what's happening. They're looking to expand around the country, Jonathan.
I'm good, brother.
Yeah.
This is crazy
I
to
gotta
me.
be honest, I agree with Marsha Martin Hartley, who's like, I'm in the wrong profession.
Yeah.
$80 an hour? $80, that's a lot.
$80 an hour. Meanwhile, according to PETA,
Yeah.
traditional masculinity is dead, Jonathan.
What?
It is. It's dead. The secret to male sexual stamina now is vegetables. That's right. PETA ad campaigns have almost always been highly controversial in order to grab the attention of their viewers. Apparently rifling off the recent and much appreciated Gillette ad, which addressed the idea of toxic masculinity and called for a re-evaluation of what it means to be a man, the PETA ad attempted to do the same. The ad was posted on the group's Twitter account with the following caption: traditional masculinity is dead. The secret to male sexual stamina is veggies. We have a video. Let's watch. Okay, so the ad itself. Wait, there we go. Oh my God.
Oh, what?
What is this? What? Oh, did I have to watch that?
We have a second
Did I have to
part.
watch that?
I'm pretty sure we have a second part.
Did I have to watch this? Wait, whoa, stop. This is disgusting. Come on. Oh my God! I have some strong feelings about this. Okay, but certainly Twitter. But certainly,
Strong feelings.
I'm sorry, PETA, but that's just all wrong.
So wrong.
That has nothing to do with the ethical treatment of animals.
Right.
Okay, that was just terrible. So Natalie Johnson said, "I think I was just Me Too'd by a vegetable." Casey Howell says, nutritionally wrong, biologically wrong, intellectually puerile, morally reprehensible PETA, the dumbest A commercial can get. And Jesse Novak said also a NSFW warning. What is NSFW?
Not safe
Not
for work.
safe for work.
For work?
For work.
NSFW. It should have been an NSFBSL. Not safe for Bradshaw Live either. All right. So what else? Oh, they have some new millennial terms.
Oh.
New millennial terms.
I'm going to give you a test.
Okay.
I am giving you a test.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. In January is the most popular time to meet singles.
Oh,
I
good
missed
to
out.
know.
I missed out. Damn.
Yeah, you
We're
did.
still in
Wait, it's
January.
still January. You still got a week.
Damn, I missed out. Most of the month. So a new year.
Oh.
Damn.
What were you doing for the whole
Dang.
week, Brad?
Dang.
That's a
Dang
dang.
it. Dang it. So a new year means a slew of new dating trends to be wary of just before jumping back in the market. Belgium Kim. So here are 3 terms to keep an eye out for.
Okay.
All right. Have you ever heard the term? Do you know this, Belgium Kim? Have you did these?
No,
You did not.
I do not know these.
You're serious?
I do not know these.
Jonathan, did you prepare these
You know
cards?
I definitely didn't.
Okay, 'cause I never heard of any of these.
Okay, I'm waiting to hear.
I never heard. So I'm going to read I'm going to read the word.
And we'll give the definition.
You'll tell me,
give
and then
what
I'll
we
read.
think.
You'll tell me what you think.
Yeah.
And then I haven't read the answers yet either. Actually, if
Okay.
I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
Okay. Pocketing. What do you think pocketing means on Tinder?
Pocketing.
Pocketing.
On Tinder?
I don't know. I guess this means on Tinder. I would guess pocketing means that you have a match and you don't do anything with it. You don't kind of like speak to them.
Yeah.
That's what I would guess.
That
it would
makes
be.
sense.
Yeah.
Does that
I
make
would.
sense?
That makes sense. I
right.
don't know what else it would be.
All right, so let's
I
see.
wasn't gonna say that.
All right,
I
so
didn't
this
know
is
what I was gonna
all
say.
right. So
Were
this
you
is
gonna
what
say-
I don't know because I'm gonna read it
I
now.
mean, it
No
makes
idea.
sense.
Is it like
if
a
was-
person?
Okay, so
pocket?
have things been getting serious between you and the better half, but they still haven't introduced you to their mother, chances are you've been pocketed.
Oh.
You did not get the mother introduction.
Damn.
According to Michelle Frankel, the
Okay.
owner of New York City Matchmaking, the relationship is fun, but we don't see her as a future wife. Why get friends and family involved?
Wow, that's kind
Wow.
of savage. So it's like when you're with somebody and it's like exciting, but you're not. It's not going to be serious, so you're not going to introduce them.
Damn.
Jan, have you pocketed?
Oh yes, absolutely.
That's because they were not going to get serious.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the next term, and I have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cookie jarring.
Cookie jarring.
Okay. What would you think cookie jarring is?
You get caught cheating.
That's good.
Red-handed.
I think you get
Okay.
caught. Yeah, I think
All
you
right.
get caught cheating.
I would say it's spooning and putting your arm around the person like it's their cookie jar. Like you got your hand in the cookie jar while you're spooning.
I'm picturing this ginormous cookie jar.
That's what I think the cookie jar is.
Okay, that's not
All
bad.
right. So Belgium Kim says cookie jarring.
Cheating.
Yeah. I say it's spooning and putting your arm around into the cookie jar around the body.
I would say dealing with someone you know you shouldn't deal with because you shouldn't
give me
put
an example.
You shouldn't put your hand in the cookie jar and you're dealing with somebody that you know you
that
shouldn't.
could be it too.
That's a good
You're right.
one.
That's a good
I
one.
want you to know of all three. I think I'm wrong. Okay. All right. Let's see. The term refers to treating someone as a backup option
What?
while you're dating other people.
That
You
doesn't
may
even
not
make
be
any
that serious about your date, but you sporadically dip your hand in the cookie jar if you don't have any better snacks in front of you. That is.
I like ours better.
These are new millennial terms. You're millennials. You should know this.
That's not millennial. What's
This is
the generation after
This
millennials?
is
That's
millennial
a good point.
terms.
I don't know, but they suck.
That's them because these aren't millennial terms.
Okay,
true.
so all right. So here's the last term.
I
And I don't know what this one is either.
Okay.
Okay. According to Tinder, the third trending millennial term is called U-turning.
U-turning.
U-turning. U-turning.
I would say, well, if it's on Tinder, if you only if this is on Tinder, if you accidentally swipe
Yeah.
like
and
left,
right. And you want to be right.
and you want to be right,
Okay,
so
that's
you turn
possible.
back
You
to
turn back. Okay, that could be it. Belgium, Kim.
I'm still confused as to why Jonathan is acting like he doesn't know that left is no and right is yes. I guess it's the.
What do you think?
I think U-turning is. I have no idea. I'm gonna say it's when you check out another human when you're with your person.
All right, I'm taking U-turning on its face value.
Okay.
I'm with you, Kim.
Yeah.
Now you turn it around.
Oh God.
I'm out.
So we're like face to face.
Yeah.
I guess what? You turn it around now. Now I got your back.
What does that? How is that practical?
I have no idea. I'm taking it on its face value.
Great, okay.
So, like, let's say, for example, we're making it out. And
Yeah.
I go, okay, let's do a U-turn.
Do we walk away at this point, or do we just stay in each other's vicinity? Okay. Good to
Grandma
know.
thinks it just means not interested.
Not interested.
Yeah, I can see that.
That could be it, too.
That's a
That
good
could
one.
be it, too.
That's a good one.
All right, so U-turning, we all wrong.
We're all
course.
wrong?
U-turning refers to falling head over heels over someone, but you discovered something completely off-putting about them, like poor oral hygiene or a recent criminal record. And you do a 100, so in other words, you're like totally fall in love.
Yeah.
And then you're like, whoa!
Whoa.
U-turn. Yep, I've seen that happen.
Okay,
I've seen that happen a lot.
Have ya?
Oh, yeah.
Have ya?
Oh, yeah.
Like when, Brad?
In your own
Like-
personal life?
Like what?
Yeah, all the time.
Like, could you give us an example, Brad?
All the time. Like regularly. All right. So, by the way, are you a spicy food person or you're more bland?
Spicy.
Belgian
Really?
Kim.
Hell yeah.
I used to be total spice
I'm
wimp,
African.
and I am now
Very spicy.
starting to be a slightly spicier
Okay.
gal.
And now let me ask
about you?
in the control room. I'd like to find out a little bit about everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, Jilly Bean, are you spicy or not spicy? Jilly says
Yeah,
spicy.
she
She's
said
so
totally.
totally spicy.
All right.
My type of girl.
Julian the TriCaster.
No
not spicy.
No
spice. No spice. Pat Rice.
Yeah.
Spicy or no spicy? Do you like a spicy food or no spicy?
She likes spicy. She has to.
I think she's spicy.
She's not in the control room. Who else is in the control room? Shannon Spicy. Shannon is spicy.
Okay, so we don't know from
Shannon.
Sean,
And
Jenny
Sean,
from the
where's
cubicle.
Sean? Where's Sean? We don't know. And Jenny from the cubicle. I don't even want to know Jenny from the cubicle because
Listen,
because
Boyfriend
that
of
boyfriend of hers, he'll get all insulting. What are you asking my girlfriend whether she's spicy or not?
That's a good
All right.
point.
So the answer is this though: people who like spicy food are having more sex than people who don't like spicy food, and people who like spicy food as they've gotten older in age are having more sex now than they did when they were younger. Belgium Kim.
Hey.
Yes. So if you
Hey.
prefer spicier food, there's a good chance you also lead a spicier sex life, according to new psychological research. In fact, those who listed the spice preferences as hot, like Jonathan, have almost double the amount of sex than those who said they don't like any spice food at all. No wonder Julian the TriCaster guy always comes in a little cranky. No
And
wonder.
I always come with a smile.
No wonder. That's like, damn it, I love spicy food.
Jonathan and I coming in.
Yeah. All right. And then what else? Oh, did you see in Bangkok? Did you see in Bangkok, Thailand?
No.
There's this
No,
orangutan.
but I'm worried about where that's
Right.
going.
Yeah, there's an orangutan named Ning Ning. And Ning Ning is in Safari World in Bangkok. I did not go to Safari World in Bangkok.
Okay.
Okay, but Ning Ning is there. And Ning Ning seems to grope women's breasts every time a woman gets close. There it is.
Oh
so
my God.
as soon as,
Not that smile,
as soon,
too.
look at that smile on Ning Ning's face. Look at that smile, Jonathan. I've never seen a happier monkey in my life. Now, according to Ning Ning, according to the zoo, every time a woman picks Ning Ning up, but only women, not men, Ning Ning will
What?
grab the woman's breast. Apparently,
Oh my God! Look,
Yeah, he's squeezing
he's
it.
squeezing it. Yes. Apparently, he was aware that his actions were making people laugh, which is why he continued.
Wow. Are you
My
serious?
God.
Yes.
God.
That's.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know if I'd be
hilarious.
okay with that. I would be
You'd have
like,
to be.
excuse me, Mr.
Yes.
Orangutan.
You would have to
Jilly
be.
says that it's a monkey mammogram.
He's not gonna tell you anything.
He's squeezing it. He's squeezing it. It's not like he's even. And by the way, that young female there seemed to be enjoying the animalistic
Okay.
pleasures of Ning Ning, right?
I don't know. I would just,
Right? I mean, that's really getting, you know, when somebody says, you know what, just be an animal, you know, I mean.
I would be afraid. I'm not
afraid?
I mean, it's a monkey that has an enormous amount of strength that
Now-
can just rip off your breast.
Now,
Like-
now apparently Ning Ning has a wife, and if the wife were to, you know, you were to hold the wife near your waist area, you could also
Oh, no.
No,
No,
get
no,
out
no.
of here.
No, no, no.
Yes, it
I'll
is true.
pass.
Have you seen those
I'll
It is
pass.
true. You'll pass on that one,
Yeah,
right?
I'll definitely pass on
You'll,
that. Ain't
you'll
nobody
pass on
getting
monkey teeth?
No, nobody
monkey
getting
teeth.
close to that.
No monkey teeth.
No.
Tamika said,
Yes.
Ning Ning is a pervert.
All right, so meanwhile, an Arizona lawmaker wants porn to fund Trump's border wall. Not a bad idea.
No, I guess.
Well, if there was going to be a border wall, a GOP lawmaker wants to fund President Donald Trump's border wall by squeezing money out of every Arizonan who patronizes pornographic websites. Republican State Representative Gail Griffin, a Republican, recently introduced House Bill 2444, which will require electronics manufacturers to pre-install porn-blocking software on all electronic devices bought or sold in the state. She wants to make the state porn-free, but if you're going to watch porn, you're going to build the wall.
But
To deactivate the blocking software, you must pay $20 to the
Wow.
Arizona Commerce Authority
Excuse
to
me?
build the wall.
That's crazy.
absolutely. How is that not a First Amendment violation?
I don't know. It's such a stupid thing I can't even talk
Are
about.
you kidding?
Right.
You're gonna put a device on my computer that that does not allow me to watch porn?
All right, and
No.
finally, I don't know if anybody has any comments here.
I forgot.
Okay, finally, talking about Betty White.
Yeah.
Okay, this not Betty White, but a 72-year-old grandma married a 17-year-old she met at her son's funeral.
All right.
Oh.
What?
You kidding me? That is just this. Oh,
Oh no.
come on.
Oh.
Come on, just keep that whole picture up.
Randy.
Oh yeah, a grandmother found love with a teenager 53 years younger than her, and has told how every day is a whirlwind. Oh my God! Almeda and Gary Hardwick married in 2015, 2 weeks after meeting at her son Robert's funeral. She's been married before for 43 years, but confessed in a YouTube video that Gary was the soulmate. Although they met at Almeda's son's funeral, the first official date was at Chuck E. Cheese. Of course.
Get out of here.
Why? Of course you would go to Chuck E. Cheese. He's 17 years old. Oh my God.
can't
The
even
couple had
drink.
sex for the first time on their wedding night and previously described each other as wonderful lovers. I'm meeting Gary, who previously dated Gary previously dated a woman who was 77.
Yeah, you could tell if you're marrying. No, I'm saying if you're gonna marry a lady that's in her 70s, this is something that you've done before. You've actually dated older women. It's not like a one-time thing. This isn't a first-time thing.
Yeah, meanwhile, Gary had their names tattooed across his chest.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hey, there's somebody out there for everybody. All right. If you
That's
ever
true.
feel lonely, just
Everybody needs
know
help.
that you could be 72 and marry a 17-year-old at your son's funeral. Like,
Meanwhile, in Germany, a man got caught trying to sneak a snake through the airport in his trousers by claiming he was just very well endowed.
Get out of here.
I am not
my
getting
God.
out of here. A 43-year-old man was caught on
That's not
Christmas
bad.
Eve with a boa constrictor concealed in his pants as he was boarding a flight to Israel from Berlin. He told the security personnel, "There's nothing there, I'm just well endowed." Eventually, the trouser snake smuggler was reportedly caught because the security noticed that the large bulge in his pants was moving around
can't.
and did not seem to conform to what would be regular male genitalia, doing tricks that male genitalia would
snakes on the
not be
plane.
able to do. When he was searched, airport security found a 15 3/4-inch boa constrictor wrapped in a cloth bag and tied to a cord before being shoved down the man's pants. The passenger was not able to provide any documentation to where this snake came from. The reptile was brought to a rescue center in Brandenburg, Germany, and said, "Thank you for getting me out of this guy's pants." The reptile talked for the first time. Said, "Thank you for getting me out of this guy's pants."
We should get him on the show.
Yes, PETA should be. That's what I said PETA or PETA, whatever it is, should be doing something about this.
Right.
Okay, that's animal cruelty.
Right.
Not vegetable cruelty.
Not vegetable.
I can't go anymore. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Hump Day news.
Hump Day.
Hump Day. Let's see the camel come across.
Yes.
Hump Day.
That was
It's
awesome.
Hump Day.
It's Hump.
It's Hump Day. It's Hump Day.
It's Hump Day.
It's Hump Day.
All right, and with that, Jonathan in Belgium, Kim.
Yeah.
All right, how many people have shared so far?
None, because we've told them not to share, Brad.
Nobody. Good.
Not none.
I was about to say, are you serious?
It's 55.
Okay, you 55 people, stop it. Don't share. Keep this a big secret. We don't want anyone to know.
Just saying.
Okay, Belgium, Kim, and Jonathan, Yo-Yo Elias, tell them how not to share. Tell them not to do it.
If you don't want to share, what you shouldn't do is click that little arrow on the bottom right-hand side of the video.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Stay away from
All
that
right?
arrow.
Because you guys don't want people to get helped, obviously.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you don't want to share, don't click that arrow. And don't post it on people's pages, inboxes,
Stop it. It's annoying.
WhatsApp,
People
also YouTube. What shouldn't you do?
Don't people get annoyed getting stupid stuff shared like this show in their messenger, in their WhatsApp, on their timeline? You're like, why the hell are you sharing this show? Stop it. It's annoying.
Seriously,
You just feel unappreciated.
Stop it. Don't Carol Anderson, the Steiger, stop sharing.
Nope.
We don't want any more sharing.
Because what happens is I get free stuff given to me all day long. And I'm just like, no more free things, please.
You get the iPhone case. You have the scented candle.
I have the scented
candle.
candle.
You have 20 scented candles now.
And 38 mugs.
Belgium Kim said to me yesterday, she goes, I'm so glad. I am so happy that nobody shared yesterday. I'm going to take home all 20 scented candles. I'm going to put them around my bathtub. And I'm going to merge Belgium
all
Kim, Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias, and yak it with an infusion of Hermes together. And she's going to say, I'm going to take a bath, but I'm going to feel I'm in the studio.
It's going to be so relaxing.
Very relaxing.
The most relaxed I've ever felt.
Relaxing. All right, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we got to get to something that we like to do here every so often, which is answer your immigration questions. So call right now, 1-800-529-5465, and we're going to go to, well, hopefully we'll go to Henderson. Henderson, you there? Let's see. See if Henderson is there now. Henderson?
Hey, how you doing?
I don't hear Henderson. I hear him. Oh, you want to know why I don't hear Henderson? Why? Nobody plugged me in.
Can you hear me right now?
Nobody plugged me in. Henderson, there you go.
He's so close.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Henson, what's up? Now I got you.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, I have a question real quick. So this is a quick scenario I wanted to kick out to you.
Sure.
So I was born in Canada, and then I moved down to West Palm when I was like 3. I've been here ever since. And I pretty much am a derivative citizen. So I got citizenship through my mother. I was a minor, and
you had a green card, I guess, at the time.
Yeah, I had a green card, so I got derivative citizenship.
How old are you now?
Oh, I'm 20 right now. I'm 20 years old.
All right, so what's the question?
So I actually had a scenario where I was working this job, and I pretty much lost the job because I guess my residence card got expired a couple years ago, and I didn't really, think twice about it. But my mom sent out the application for citizenship to USCIS around November of last year, beginning of November. But I don't know if it's going to be even more delayed because of this government shutdown.
Go get yeah, because the government shutdown will be delayed. But as soon as the government opens, go apply for an expedited U.S. passport. You're a citizen.
So when it opens again, just
do the
go
US
for
passport. Expedited U.S. passport. You'll get it in a few weeks.
Okay.
All right. But you're a citizen. If you lived with your mom with a green card, even if it expired, and your mom was a citizen, and you were in her legal custody, you're a citizen. And all this was under 18. All right. So that's what you do.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thanks.
You're welcome. Let's go to Natalie in Tampa, Florida. Natalie.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, Natalie. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing good, thanks.
What's going on?
My question is, I'm married to a U.S. citizen. I did my interview last month and we got approved.
Mm-hmm.
So we would like to file for our kids in Jamaica. And my question is, do my husband need passport size photos and as well as my kids?
No.
The I-130?
No, you don't. Just file all you need to do is file an I-130. You don't need passport photos.
And I need to put the divorce documents.
Correct.
And I need separate evidence for each kid, right?
Correct. Separate forms, separate evidence for each.
Okay, another question quickly. How long does it take for the petition, since my husband is doing it and he's a U.S. citizen?
I mean, before Donald Trump, it was about 9 to 12 months. Now it's 12 to 18 months, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Let's go to Andrew in Kansas City, Missouri. Andrew.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
Good. What's going on?
So I've been married to a U.S. citizen for about 2 years now. Previously, before that, I was on a H-1B visa, and then I tried to apply for an F-1 visa, for a student visa.
Right.
When that got denied, about 3 months later, me and my wife married.
Okay.
Since then, we've been struggling to put together money to apply for the green card. There's been various scenarios where we've had money, but she decided she wanted to spend the money on something else. And she's been kind of manipulative about it. And then this last month, we eventually had enough money to apply, and I've paid the lawyer his retainer fee. And now it's kind of got to the point where she's very much holding this application over my head to get her way. And I'm not really sure what the next step is. It just seems every day there seems to be an argument, something she's not happy about.
Well, obviously, she's a control freak. That's for sure. Whether or not this control that whatever she's doing, rises to the level of unusual, extreme emotional abuse. I don't know. We would need to meet with you about it. But either it's going to be one of three. Either this control that you're referring to here, and we would have to interview you more off air to find out the specific instances, would rise to the level of extreme emotional abuse, and then you can file a VAWA case on your own, or number two, work things out with your spouse. Go for counseling. There's a lot of marriage counselors that hopefully can work things out. It's worth trying. Or three, if it's not worth trying and you can't do a VAWA, then your only other alternative would be to get divorced and fall in love with somebody who won't be as controlling.
Right. We actually have a child together. So I guess kind of divorcing and finding someone else, I wouldn't really be interested in.
Okay, so then what you need to do is go for counseling.
Okay.
Really, I'm serious. Have you spoken to her and say, honey, let's talk to a professional?
Honestly, I think we're past that point. She is now, from what I found out from other people, seeing other people.
Well, then there's no marriage anymore, so she's cheating on you. So then you need to get divorced and move on, or do an abuse case, one or the other. Maybe the cheating and the control and maybe some other things, maybe that rises to the level of extreme emotional abuse. It's possible.
Right. And then how would I? So I know for VAWA right now, that's obviously
it's on hold.
With the government shutdown,
it's on hold until there's but once the government reopens, part of it is going to be to extend VAWA. So I wouldn't overly worry about it. I would start thinking about putting that together.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Hold on. We can
Thank
help
you very much.
Or you can speak to your lawyer in Kansas City. One or the other. Hold on. All right. Let's go to Sebastian in Aurora, Illinois. Sebastian.
You guys are awesome, and
you,
Brett, you help many people. You know how many people you help here?
I will tell you that over my career, because I would do this on radio for about 20 years in New York before I was doing my Facebook show, I would not hesitate to say that I know, for example, we've had over 100,000 people walk through my office during my career, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people who listen to my radio show that I'm sure I helped, maybe 500, I don't know. But hundreds and hundreds.
Many, and you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
I've been knowing you only 1 week, listening on YouTube.
Right.
And we're glad we have you here.
Thank you.
And in this situation, Trump. So I have questions for you. Let us start. It's going to be 2 minutes, and then at the end, I'm going to ask you gold questions. Okay. I'm asking you that because the gold questions. If you're going to say, you know what, I'm not sure, that's going to be fine.
Okay.
So
the gold questions.
Let me see, because I got gold question, but that's going to be in the end. If you said, you know what, I'm not sure, it's going to be good.
Okay.
So actually, my brother wants to drive from Aurora, which is next to Chicago. I said, let me talk to him. He's supposed to call you. He never did. Anyway, he did marry. Everything was fine. He removed the condition, and when you're removing condition, and if they don't call you for second interview, that's how you call bona fide marriage. I didn't even know. I've been here 20 years. I didn't even know the words bona fide. To probably it's like immigration things. Anyway, he married. He have.
And by the way, I want you to know something. You know who also doesn't know bona fide marriage? Microsoft Word. Okay. Yeah. So if you type in bona fide, they will on the spell checker. It will say this word doesn't exist in the English language. So it's very possible. You know, I only heard bona fide in immigration. It's possible that immigration made up their own word. Okay. Or
bona fide means real. That's like my brother.
Yeah, obviously. Right.
I went.
Right. But I don't know if it's in the actual English language or not.
I'm going to check later. But anyway, I went, my sister, my mom went for the wedding. Everything was fine. He received 10 years green card, and he cheated, and she divorced him 3 months later. So anyway, I forced him to do the citizenship, and he went to 5 lawyers in Chicago, and 5 of them tell him not to do it. 3 of them tell him, you can travel, and 2 tell him not to travel. So, okay, I got a little paper here. So,
question for you. He has a 2-year card or a 10-year card?
10 years now.
Okay. So when he got when did he get divorced from his wife?
Oh, that was like 5-6 years ago.
After he got his 10-year card or before?
No. When he received his 10 years green card, then he divorced her.
After.
She divorced him 3-4 months later.
Fine, that's no problem. Go do your citizenship.
But listen to this.
What?
So he went to the citizenship. That told him he can't do it because he didn't even know what happened. So I got here the paper. May 2nd was the time when he removed condition. And that means bona fide marriage. Send the paper. They sent him back. But the separation, May 2nd sends the removal condition. And the separation, not the divorce, the separation set May 1st.
Okay, so this is the story. Okay, this is what happened. All right. You have to be in a bona fide marriage to remove the conditions of your permanent residence. He got divorced. Right, he got divorced after, but somebody on the paperwork said that you have to be separated for a period of time before you can get divorced. So on the paperwork it said the separation began May 1st and he got approved May 2nd. So for 24 hours he was not in a bona fide marriage when they approved it. I would argue.
No, actually, no. What happened or something like I think when he sent the paper. When he sent remove the condition on May 2nd, he got approved, like, let's say, month later, the green card, the 10 years. But the separation show when he went to the lawyer.
I see. So the separation was even prior to him filing to remove the conditions. That's a problem. It's a problem.
Yeah, but technically, when I was listening the show, technically, he was married when he was
married. Correct. So it's a problem.
For citizenship.
It's a problem, but and they wrote that he entered into a bona fide marriage. There are regulations that say you can be separated and still be in a bona fide marriage and have the spouse show up to an interview. The immigration chose not to interview. That's their problem. I would say that as long as he has substantial proof that he and his spouse were living together up to the day before that they filed that application, he would still be eligible for his citizenship.
He was. You know what? He have, after he removed his condition, when the separation...
So let me ask you a question. Did he become a citizen or not?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
because
All
all
right,
this
so he
stuff.
should qualify.
Let me tell you the gold
What's the
questions,
gold
Brad.
question?
If you said, you know what, no, yes, because 3 lawyers tell him no, don't travel,
Right.
2 tell him no. Can he travel with this misrepresentation?
There's no misrepresentation. He can travel.
Because actually marriage, it's public, but I don't know if they have access
He
to that.
can travel.
You sure?
100%. What's the next question?
They're
not.
No,
They're
most,
not at the border. They're not going to start doing a formal investigation about whether or not he should have filed. And he knew about when he filed the I-751 that the divorce paper says that he was separated one day before. It's never gonna. He can travel.
in the scream,
He's a permanent resident of the United States. Don't worry, travel.
Yes, in the scream, they have all information about him and his wife, about the paper, everything, right?
But it's 6 years ago. He can go travel.
Yeah. Okay.
What's next?
All right. Thank you.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, go question. Go travel. Enjoy yourself. And he should come to us to become a citizen too.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Because there's no misrepresentation. All right. I don't see misrepresentation. The spouse was separated from him one day before they signed the papers to remove the conditions, but they weren't divorced yet.
Right.
Right.
All right. Let's go to Patel in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Patel.
Hello.
How are you?
Hey, how you doing
Good.
there?
What's going on?
You guys working great. You guys make a family together. The first thing I'm going to tell you, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. And my question is that I'm coming in this country 9 years ago from the Mexico borders
Right.
to the Texas, okay? And I'm in this country, enjoy helping to the community and everything. So right now I have a 9.5 years. I got 8 years old boy, U.S. citizen. So what is I going to do to my status? I don't got anything like a social for me. I got nothing.
Your boy, what does he have? What's his problem?
No, I have the boys. I have boys, a U.S. citizen.
Did you say he had some sort of disease? Or he's a healthy kid?
No, yeah, my boys, like my kids.
Your kid is healthy or not healthy?
Oh, he's healthy. He's healthy.
Okay, so
he's
you're here
healthy.
9.5 years. You have a U.S. citizen child.
Yeah, he's a U.S. citizen child. Yeah.
And that's what you have. And you came across the
Yeah, I
border
heard U.S.
without
citizen child,
inspection. Where's the mother of this child?
Is with me.
And what's her status?
My status is nothing. That's what I'm saying. I'm coming from the border.
I didn't ask you what. I know what your status is. I asked you what the mother's status is.
Oh, she had no status. We both coming from the border.
Okay. And your question is, what can this child do to help you?
Child is healthy also. He's living with me.
Was
But
your
my
question,
question is
Patel, is your question, what can you do? How could you get a green card?
Yeah.
How can this child help you? The child can't
Yes,
help
sir.
you because you have to be 21 to get sponsored, number one. I assume the child's not 21, and when the child does become 21, you have no legal entry, so you're not going to be able to adjust here, and you're not eligible for a provisional waiver through a child. However, if you were to be put into deportation, and you were put in deportation more than 10 years after you entered the United States, and there would be an extreme and unusual hardship to your U.S. citizen children if you or your wife were deported, they would suspend your deportation and give you a green card. It's called cancellation of removal. So how your child helps you is if you're put in deportation, it gives you an opportunity to be able to get your green card through a deportation process.
Okay, so that is only one way to get the status, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And you don't want to put yourself in deportation just to try that out.
Thank you for that answer. And only the one small question. If I, in this country, can I do the business from the ITI or tax ID or IRSI,
Yes.
any help?
Yep.
I can do the business in this
Yes.
country?
Yep.
No problem
No
with
problem.
the status or anything?
Nope. You can be out of status and own your own business in the United States of America. And
Thank you so
okay?
much.
All right, good luck.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go to Donna in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Donna.
Hello.
Hi, Donna.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Brad.
Good evening. What's going on?
I'm asking two questions. All right. My husband is due for citizenship next year, but he came into this country 2015, June. He went back to Jamaica December for 5 days. He had some business. So we are not sure if it's June or December he should put in his citizenship for.
His first entry was June. That's when he got his green card.
Hello?
His first entry in the United States with his immigrant visa was June.
Okay, so that would be June.
Yeah.
All right. Another question. We have a 13-year-old son who came in the country when he was 10.
Right.
They're saying that should he wait till he's a citizen, he file for him, or could he put in his I-30 now?
He can't, well, you can put it in the I-130 now, but if the father's going to become a citizen, just wait till he becomes a citizen and file the adjustment all one time.
So we could put in the I-30 now and wait till he becomes a citizen, he file for him.
You can do that, or you can just file. Where is the son? He's in the United States now?
Yes, sir.
All right, just don't do anything for the son. Wait until the father
Yes.
becomes a citizen, then file all at once an adjustment. Okay?
Oh, okay.
If the son was in another country, I'd give you different advice.
No, he's in the country.
Okay,
He goes to school
just wait,
here and
wait
everything.
until he becomes a citizen. It'll be fine.
Oh, wait. Okay. Thank you very much, Brad. You've been a good help.
Appreciate it, Donna. Oh, I didn't mean to hang up on you. Apologize. Maria in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hello?
Hi, Maria.
Hi. My question is, do I have any options of having, for applying a green card? I got married, but got divorced even before the interview. The application has been withdrawn from the USCIS.
Well, the only way that you would be eligible through this marriage is if you were an abused spouse, whether your husband physically abused you or there was some sort of extreme emotional abuse. Other than that, you would need to get divorced and refile. So the question is, was there any abuse?
No. There is just some issues, but no abuse,
Okay,
though.
and you did not come here on a fiancé visa, did you?
No.
Okay, so then you would have to start all over again, unfortunately.
Mm.
Sorry about that.
So it's just through marriage.
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go to Steve in Atlanta. Steve.
Hey, Brad. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Everything you guys do is unbelievable.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
I am about to renew my green card. So basically, file for my renewal because I'm due. And this is through marriage. And I got a speeding ticket. And
that's not going to prevent you from renewing your green card. Sounds like a vicious dog in the background, but that's not. I mean, are you okay, Sam? But I mean, Steve, excuse me. But having a speeding ticket's not going to prevent you from renewing your green card. It's not an inadmissible.
So even if it's pending, I mean, they haven't really,
Even if it's pending, don't worry about it.
So do I have to disclose that?
You can disclose it. It's nothing bad will happen to you, but it's not going to prevent you from becoming a citizen, from renewing your green card, or anything else.
Okay. All right. Well, that was it. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much, guys. You guys are awesome. Bye-bye.
There's no law that says you're a bad driver, you get deported.
Right.
All right. That law doesn't exist yet.
Thank
Let's
God.
go to thank God, right? Let's go to Olu in Miami, Florida. Olu.
Yeah, Mr. Brad, how you doing today, sir?
Good. What's going on?
Yeah, thank you very much for all your advice. I got my citizenship last month.
Oh, congratulations. You through my advice?
Yeah. I waited, and I got sworn in
Congratulations.
December the 14th.
So what was the advice that I gave you?
You told me to wait for a while for 90 days. That they're really going to call me.
And they did.
Yes, sir.
There it is. All right. So all I did was
Thank you.
relieve your anxiety, and boom, it was done.
Yes, sir.
That's all
Thank you
gotta
very
do
much sir, for your
sometimes.
help.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. All
Thank
right.
you, sir. Have a good day, sir.
That's
Thank
it.
you.
Oh, wow. He was so happy. He was so happy.
We like stuff like that.
I like that. I like it like that.
We like that,
Isn't
Olu.
that a song?
Yeah. I like it like that. I like it like that. I guess so. All right. I can keep on going.
Abigail in Boston. Okay. Abigail.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, what's up?
Belgium Kim. It is Abigail Taylor Watson. How we doing?
Abigail Taylor Watson. What's going on?
Good. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, y'all. It's fabulous for the 2019.
Thank you.
I just want to say welcome back, guys. I have not been as I haven't been attending class as I should.
We noticed. We noticed.
We've missed you, though.
We noticed. I think even one time we said in our show, "Where have you been?" when you popped back up for a while.
But I'm here now.
Okay, good.
And I would just like to say, listen, for those that are new, that are on the show on Facebook or Instagram that don't know much about what this show is about, please do not come on the show showing your dirty colors because we do not like it. I will fix your business before the end of the night, okay? Thank you, Brad.
What's going on? Whoa, those are fighting words.
Abigail's cracking the whip.
What's going on in the comment
OG.
section?
I know.
What's
That's
going
an
on
OG
there?
right there.
Aren't you guys supposed to be monitoring this or Sam?
I've been
somebody?
looking. I didn't realize something was going down. I've
Is
been
something
reading.
going down in the comments that I don't know about?
Going down in the
Abigail has laid down the law.
Yeah.
She said the sheriff's in town. The sheriff may have left town, but the sheriff has returned.
We have had a lot of people, and it's true, Marsha McCullough also said this, that I don't know what's wrong with some of these callers. They call, they ask questions, and then they don't listen to answers. And that's true, and I understand why, as a listener, that can get a little bit difficult. Don't be calling to an immigration advice show asking for immigration advice, and then the entire time the person who's giving you the free immigration advice, you're like, but, no buts, you guys.
Yeah, all I know is Lisa Blink Rose and Tamika Nelson is like, yeah, you go tell him, Abigail.
One more time for
One
the people
more
in the back.
Wow. I'm going to tell you, she was like, listen, I'm the sheriff here.
Let me tell you what's happening.
HBIC. Do you know what that
right.
means?
What?
HBIC?
Yeah.
I'm the head beach. Where's the
In
beach?
charge.
In charge.
Right? Where's the beach?
Right by the beach.
Beach? All right, let's go to Suzanne in Tampa, Florida. Suzanne.
Yes, good night. Thanks for having me.
Okay.
I'm just calling to find out if you are an immigrant, you came to the U.S. For, to just see, for the opportunity of your children, and you are on a timer, like you have 6 months, and you want to be able to travel in and out. How is it with your papers being already in? What restrictions do you have?
Who's sponsoring you?
Sorry, well, there's actually no sponsor. It's just that I'm just with family, and my children go to school here,
What's their
and
status?
they have opportunities here.
What's your children's status?
Well, 2 of them are U.S. citizens, but they're they're 10 and under, and I have 3 older ones that are.
They were born in the United States?
Yes.
Okay, and you're
2 out of 5.
and you're traveling on your visitor's visa after giving birth to 2 children in the United States, and you want to know how you can stay here longer.
Yes, and then
that's a problem.
with the fact that having my papers in.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you mean by having your papers in. Who's sponsoring you?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Who is sponsoring you, Suzanne?
No, I didn't have any sponsor. I don't have any sponsor. I'm just living with family.
Let me explain to you. Unfortunately for you, the United States looks very down on giving birth in the United States while you're on a visitor's visa. They find that to be a misrepresentation. So if the government was to find out that you gave birth in the United States on a visitor's visa, and then you're asking them, I'd like to stay longer, I'd like to be able to give my children who were born here an opportunity, they're gonna deny that. They're gonna say these children should never have been born in the United States to begin with. I'm just telling you what the government says. I'm not saying this is my opinion. I'm telling you what the government's gonna say. So you have a huge problem. I would hold on 1 second. All right? It's not that easy. Okay? You can't come to the United States, give birth, and then say, I'd like to stay longer. Yeah. Let's go to Anna in the Bronx. Anna.
Yes, hi. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
My question is this. On December 18, 2018, me and my husband, we went for an interview for the I-485.
Uh-huh.
But as of now, we didn't hear anything. So we did call USCIS, and they said that I spoke with officer level 2. He mentioned that they do see that the officer who did the interview still have my file, and that's it. So I really don't know, after how much time.
How long has it been since? How long has it been since your adjustment interview?
Maybe since we did the interview, a month.
Oh, okay. It's only a month. You got to wait at least 90 to 120 days before you start freaking out.
All right.
I know.
So I guess no news is good news.
There's no good news yet. Okay, it's immigration may take up to 90 to 120 days to make a decision after an interview. So just hang in there. It eventually will happen. If 90 to 120 days comes and goes and you still haven't heard anything, that's when you come see me, and that's when we get tough with them.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Thank you very much for your advice. I really appreciate what you do for our community.
I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you. All right.
Thank
And
you.
with that, Jonathan, I notice this a lot because I follow you on Instagram, and I see out of the corner of my eye you doing selfies for your story, maybe for later. Okay. How come Belgium Kim or myself or nobody else is in any of these? You know, it's like
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
guys are
it's like,
sometimes.
it's like you're on your own show here. You know, there's no partners here.
Is that true?
Yes.
Brad, weren't you complaining 2 days ago about how I sneak out of the office without you ever knowing where I go or for how long I leave?
Yes.
Okay.
I complain a lot.
Okay. I just wanted to set that
I just want you to make it clear that I complain a lot.
Perfect. I feel well represented.
All right. So meanwhile, in December of 2018, before we get to social media, we're going to do a lot of social media questions. But in December of 2018, an undocumented woman from Guatemala named Victorina Morales came out publicly to reveal the fact that she had been working at the Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey for the past 5 years, was actually even making Donald Trump's bed.
Right.
Wow.
But was illegal. Not only that, she said that a supervisor at the club actually helped her get false work papers and that she was not the only undocumented person working at Donald Trump's club with false immigration papers.
Wow.
In another edition of That Just Don't Make No Sense, our Miami field correspondent Anna Escona breaks this all down. Let's check it out.
Hey friends from the Brad Show Live, I'm Anna Escona. A Trump worker came out publicly saying in December that migrants need to speak up and defend themselves. Victorina Morales is an unauthorized immigrant who has worked for the Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey for 5 years. Victorina Morales is an unauthorized immigrant from Guatemala who lives in the United States and has worked for the Trump National Golf Course in Bedminster, New Jersey for 5 years. Victorina worked at the Trump golf course, making Trump's bed, cleaning his toilet, and dusting off his trophies. She decided to speak up after she felt offended by Trump's immigration remarks. And she also admitted to working with phony documents. She said she was tired of hearing Trump compare Latin American immigrants with criminals, and she also got tired of having her supervisor make fun of her about her immigration status and her intelligence. Morales said she was tired of the abuse, the insults, the way he talks when they were helping him make money for his business. Victorina admitted that at least a dozen of his workers were undocumented, and she also said that one of the managers was the one who helped her get phony documents. And honestly, I wouldn't put it past Trump if he was aware about the fact that he had undocumented people working for him, because obviously he's not going to say anything. They're getting the job done for him. They're making him money. They're helping his business grow. So that way, it benefits him. But now Morales could face deportation for revealing her immigration status, but she did it because she believes that everyone should fight for their rights and not allow anyone to humiliate them. All I have to say is Victorina is a very brave woman. She fears going back to Guatemala because of her family's death threats. And I think after so many years she's worked for Trump, the least he could do is give her her documents. After all, she hasn't done anything bad in this country. She's in good standing, so why not give her her documents? But I doubt that would happen because after Victorina has reported her case and several other undocumented immigrants working at the golf club, the New Jersey Attorney General's office is now investigating for harassment and fraud at the Trump's Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey.
Peace.
Did I do it better now? I've been practicing.
You have been. I could tell.
I've been practicing.
In the mirror?
In the mirror.
In the morning, you're like, peace.
He?
He's so hip. Ladies and
So
gentlemen.
cool.
So
He's
cool.
that's why we call him Zaddy Brad.
This is
The
true.
most uncool person in the history.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Not in the
I don't
history.
think
In
so.
the history of the world.
Not in the
Oh,
history of
please.
the world.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to some cool social media questions.
All right. Our first question is from AMG, and AMG wants to know, my question is, as a green card holder who plans to apply for citizenship next year, is it problematic if I travel to Cuba and Egypt?
Enjoy your trip.
Ooh.
Skylar wants to know, if you marry a green card holder, does the process take longer than if a person was a citizen?
Yes, about 2.5 years longer.
Sarah Suzuki said, I'm from the Philippines and my employer and I filed an employment-based green card on April 26th of last year. All the necessary forms were done. We did the biometrics in May, received an RFE for an I-140 in October. The I-140 got approved on November 7th. But I haven't received my EAD and it's been over 9 months. I sent a couple service requests in December, got a response in January saying my case is under review. Am I going to receive a decision or notice of action within the next 60 days? And what does it mean? And can I expect my work permit anytime soon?
You will get your work permit 5 months from the time of the approval of the I-140.
Okay.
That'll be November, December, January, March, you'll get it.
All right. Ken Kivett on YouTube says, is it okay to use a fee waiver through my VAWA process, or will it be considered public charge or in any way slow down my process?
You can do it.
We've got one from Naveed who said, my wife will be eligible to apply for her citizenship by the end of March of 2019. I'm on an F1 visa that's valid until February of 2020. Is it suggestible to apply for my I-130 or wait until my wife becomes a citizen?
Wait until your wife becomes a citizen. That way you can maintain your F1 status.
All right, Marge Higgs says, can you dodge a subpoena? I thought that it was mandatory that you make the appearance.
You dodge a subpoena?
I think she was referencing Michael Cohen. What is that?
It went flying right by me. I don't know what you mean. Can you dodge a subpoena?
I think she was talking about Michael Cohen.
Well, he was subpoenaed. He was subpoenaed, and then Congress decided to not force him to come testify.
Okay.
Okay.
Tanisha said, Brad, when your VAWA case is approved, how many years will it take to get your green card, and about how long is the process overall?
If it was abuse through a U.S. citizen, you filed an adjustment at the same time of your VAWA, your green card should be like months later. If it's a permanent resident, then you're about 2.5 years. If you filed the VAWA and didn't file the adjustment, you screwed up. Now you're going to wait another 1.5 years.
All right, Sharon Brown says, good evening, Brad, asking for a friend. She wants to go to the embassy for a visiting visa, but she's afraid because someone told her about some closing down.
What's going to happen if you go for a visitor's visa? You either get it or you don't. Because the government is in a shutdown, they have very little staff. They have staff, but it's reduced staff. So it'll take a lot longer to get a visa.
Richard Brown said, hey, Brad Squad, and special bless up to Kim. Thank you. My question is, how do you check your priority date?
Go to the Visa Bulletin.
To the Visa Bulletin.
To the Visa Bulletin. So what you do, I'm going to do it right now. You go on Google. GOOGLE.com.
Got it.
Why don't you do it, Kim?
I'm on it.
Okay. And now type in Visa Bulletin.
Yeah.
Okay. And see what happens. What pops up?
Well, I misspelled visa.
What's the first thing that pops up?
The very first thing is Visa Bulletin for February 2019.
Okay, and the website is travel.state.gov.
It is.
That is the official website for the Visa Bulletin.
I even misspelled visa. It was still the very first.
All right, so then pop up.
Yeah.
Press that button.
Pressed it.
And what happens?
It's going to take me to the travel.state.gov's Visa Bulletin for February 2019.
There you got it. That's how you figure it out.
Okay.
Google 101, Belgium
Nice
Kim.
and
Google
easy.
101.
Nice
So then what was the question? The question was you check your priority date. So we need to know what the thing is.
I just told you how you check it.
Right. Oh man, I was really hoping we had a category number so I could use the chart.
You were looking forward to using the chart.
I was. I was going to be Brad Bernstein for a day.
Send in your numbers, guys.
You know what? It's funny. It's like, Brad, what's my priority? Let me look. Oh, it's Jack. You're brilliant, Brad.
Wow.
This is the smartest lawyer in the world.
Golly,
amazing.
All right. Renee has a question. Hi, Brad. If you filed your taxes separately and you have to remove the conditions from your green card, would that be a problem, even though you have a child together and other things to show as evidence?
It certainly doesn't help you, that's for sure, but having a child and other things may counter that. They look at the totality of circumstances.
We've got a question from Hamid that's, when do you think the public charge rule is actually going to become law?
Never. I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Dang.
It's good.
I hope you're right.
It's not a damn, it's a good.
I hope you're right.
It's not a damn, it's a good.
I always worry. I never know with this president, so I just hope you're right.
Because I think they'll challenge it.
Right.
All right. Sorry, I wasn't really listening because I have a very long one left.
What?
I got my boy Muhammad.
Oh no!
Muhammad is back
Again?
That's
we got
my
him.
boy.
Tell Lisa to get on this right away. Lisa
Muhammad.
Gross, get on. Muhammad's answering a question. Was everyone behind Muhammad today?
They are.
Okay.
They're very behind
I'm
Muhammad.
always behind Muhammad. Muhammad's the homie. All right. So Muhammad says, "Hey Brad, my next question is: I came here 2016 with my mom, brother, and sister.
We know this. He came on asylum. He didn't file for his wife. The wife's back.
Let's
I
finish.
know all
Listen.
about Muhammad's life.
But you don't.
Okay, let me just just read it. And sister as a refugee, but I left my Ethiopian wife and my 3-year-old daughter back in Ethiopia. Yes.
Okay.
But I didn't tell the immigration back in the refugee camp because she's an Ethiopian and I'm a refugee from Somalia, and the UN agency in the camp told me that she can't come with me. The UN refugee so
All right, so basically what he's saying is I may have committed a misrepresentation and not told the truth about my family relationships. So before Muhammad keeps writing more crap and telling the entire world about his misrepresentation, he should delete that misrepresentation right away, because you don't think only good people watch this show? I bet you there's people from immigration watching this right now. Muhammad, don't be...
Wow, that was loud.
That was...
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
could hear
God.
that.
You want to know why?
Why?
There's a lot of stuff in this head.
Oh.
You know, you can tell how smart you are. You never knew that?
Oh, I got a headache.
I'm not doing that.
You never knew that?
I'm not
You never
doing
knew that?
this.
You bang your head, and the louder the noise, that means the bigger your brain.
This is
Go.
textbook Brad
Do it.
Bernstein fake
Do it.
news. No,
It's not fake
no.
news. It's absolutely real. It is absolutely real.
This is some
That is
phrenology.
right. You know, back in the old days when they would determine,
Exactly.
back in the old days when they would determine what kids to put in the advanced math class, they would just bang it with the head.
This is-
See what the sound is. Okay, you're going to the
This
advanced
is
math class.
the salt shaker test all over again. Have you ever heard of that?
I got a headache.
Now he has a headache. He wouldn't go in the right class.
All right, so
You
what
know.
should Muhammad do?
Don't be a schnook.
Don't be a schnook.
That's it.
Call in, Muhammad.
Right.
Mom, yeah, call, make
Don't be
an
a
appointment.
Privately.
Yeah, this is not gonna get solved.
Don't be a knucklehead, as Marge Higgs says.
That's right, a knucklehead.
A knucklehead.
Knucklehead.
What are you, a knucklehead?
What are we talking?
What are you, a knucklehead?
Is that Sam? Is that supposed to be Groundhog Sam?
Listen, you knuckleheads.
What are you doing?
We're gonna rob this bank right now, you bunch of knuckleheads.
Ask the next question.
Thank you. Okie would like to know.
By the way, I just had a momentary lapse of insanity by banging my head.
No kidding. No kidding. Well, that was recorded live for all to see.
Yes.
Okie wants to know, hey, Brad.
Opie?
Okie.
Oh, Okie. Okay.
Okie.
So who's called Opie anymore?
Are you done? What is in your
Okie's
mug
okay.
today?
I don't know.
How long is too long to travel out of the U.S. on advance parole? 30, 60, or 90 days? He even made it multiple choice for you. You're still laughing at Opie, aren't you?
Yeah, no, I thought he was going to say, how long is it? What was the question again?
How long is too long?
Okay, how long is it? It's like, I don't know. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck?
Oh my God.
No, 60 days is the most.
60 days.
Yes.
Lord.
Jonathan is
I
no
keep
luck
on getting
today.
these
Yeah,
long
Brad,
ones.
how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, Brad.
All right.
Peter Piper,
All
pickle,
right,
pecker, pickle, peppers. All right,
Seashells,
Mode.
seashells by the seashore.
That's a tough one.
How do you say this? Mohead?
Yeah, let's go with that.
We'll go with Mohead.
Mohead.
In 2016, I was in the USA. I got married, but a problem happened between me and my wife. She pressed charges against me and sent USCIS a withdrawal notice. So they asked me to leave the country. In the criminal court, I had to plead guilty for invasion of privacy, and they released me on GPS. My grandmother died, and my mother had a heart attack, so I cut the bracelet and went to my country. I did the check with the court. I have 2 felonies, 6 because I cut the bracelet, and 2 warrants.
And he wants to come back to America?
Let's see. The criminal lawyer didn't explain to me that I will get deported, and I did file post-conviction relief after they released me there. My question is, I met someone and I want to marry her in Jordan. Can I file a waiver, or is there no chance for me?
0.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much chance could you
No,
give a chance
don't.
if that guy could get a chance?
What chance?
What chance? Zero.
Okay.
By the way, Rob J. Roberts.
What'd he say?
Okay, Rob J. Roberts, by the way, is like Mr. Obvious today.
Yeah.
Okay, because when I was banging my head and I said that's how you determine how smart you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mr. Obvious.
Right.
Rob J. Roberts.
Uh-huh.
Our favorite.
Right.
You used to call him Mr. Negative.
Yeah.
But now he's Mr. Obvious. He goes, LOL, that has to be the biggest load of crap I've ever heard you say, Brad. Mr. Obvious.
He's absolutely right.
You're absolutely
He's
right, okay? We are absolutely right. That was the biggest load of crap I've ever said in my life. Mr. Obvious,
We're
Rob
not
J.
going to have
Roberts.
all our fans going around.
Yeah,
just
no, I don't want anyone to
just-
start banging your head thinking that's like how you determine how smart you are.
Tiny Daria
Yeah.
said, Uncle B, it's question time.
All right.
I'm in Miami for 2 weeks. Can I get a license to get married and then go back home to the UK? And then the plan is to return in April, wait 90 days like you suggested, and then get married, which
No.
I'm adhering to. The date is set.
No.
No.
Go get your license after 90 days after you come back again.
So,
because if you get the license now, go home, and then travel back to the United States on your ESTA, you already have a predetermined intent to get married.
right. Okay. So what forms does she need to fill out is her next question.
For what? Nothing. You're here as a visitor. You're gonna go home. You're gonna come back as a visitor. And 90 days after you come back as a visitor, you're gonna ask that question on Bradshaw Live.
Okay.
All right, ask the next question.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Laddie Sweetheart wants to know, can a green card holder apply for the advanced parole and work permit along with the I-130? Also, if the green card holder has their green card for 5 years, is it best to wait until he gets his citizenship before putting in his wife's papers to adjust the overstay entry?
File the I-130 now. File the citizenship at the same time. You cannot put in the adjustment until your husband becomes a citizen. Then you file the adjustment in totality.
All right, Deji has a question. Can you throw some light on the EB3?
I knew you were going to do that.
Some light on the EB3.
This is when we need light shooting out of your hand. We really need effects like live.
Now I want you to know something. If you had 3D glasses on, you would have seen all the light.
You would have felt Brad.
You would have felt that.
Not only smell
him.
him.
Should we do Bradshaw Live in 3D?
No, we shouldn't, Brad. No, we shouldn't.
Imagine.
Can you do that?
Yeah, we have the ability to do it in 3D. We just have to be able to get all the glasses to the Brad
Send
spot.
everybody Bradshaw Live glasses.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people are going to
All
angry
thousands of
message
people
me
that
now?
watch.
Be like, where are my Bradshaw Live 3D
Bradshaw Live.
glasses?
Well, they got to share. We'll do it in 3D. We'll send the 3D glasses.
There will be revolts, Brad.
I don't know what you mean by shed some light on it. What does
So
that
do you
mean?
know the EB3?
The
Other
EB
worker?
The
something
EB3
like that?
category.
Mm-hmm.
Kim,
Yeah,
you can go to Google, right?
I can. You just showed me how,
Right,
Brad.
and
Thank
go to
God.
Visa Bulletin.
Yeah.
Okay, now what you do is go to the Visa Bulletin.
Yeah.
Okay, go to Employment Preferences.
Uh-huh.
Go down to the third category.
Yeah.
That would be the EB3 category, Kim.
Uh-huh.
Shed some light on what those numbers show. Do you read it or no?
First, second, or third?
Kim.
Yeah, EB3, so third?
Yes!
Hey, that's not an obvious question.
All right, I'll shed some light on it.
1st of July.
No, you're not reading it right.
Oh, China mainland board.
For EB3s,
Yeah.
for the entire world, it is
Yeah.
current. Except if it's China, it is July 1st, 2015. India is April 22nd, 2009. Philippines is August 1st, 2017. Basically, the people who have the problems are the people from India who are going to wait a long time in the EB3 category.
I feel like current is tough to know. I want to know
Current
that
is
C
correct.
stood current.
Right.
There you go. Is that on me? Sweet
Yeah.
Dot says, I joined sponsored for my cousin. She's working now and will be filing her taxes this year. Will I still include her in my household when I'm ready to petition for my husband?
Say again?
I knew that. I
was reading the comments.
knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Sweet Dot said,
Sweet Dot?
Sweet Dot.
Yes.
I joined sponsored for my cousin, and she's working now, but she's gonna be filing her taxes this year. Am I gonna still include her in my household when I'm ready to petition for my husband?
Yes. No, you're going to include her. The question is, how many people in your household, how many other affidavits of support have you done? Those are two different line items on the affidavit of support, and then you add it all up at the bottom.
Famisa on YouTube says, hey, Brad, how long does it take for a green card holder to get his 18-year-old child to the United States?
What country from?
Famisa Alusesan. That kind of sounds Nigerian.
Nigerian? About 2 years.
We've got a question from Fancy Cat, who said, I'm new here. Welcome, Fancy Cat.
Meow. Fancy Cat, what's
Fancy
up?
Cat, what? So here's the question.
Meow.
What is wrong with you today?
I begged.
That's
you
a
go.
better.
Thank you.
Meowing.
I don't know. I bagged my head and it's all.
It's all foggy.
It's all foggy up there.
Gotta bang it back?
Yeah. Pull, right? Jonathan's like, we got a box. I'll knock you right back into some sense.
Fancy Cat says, so here's the question. After you get a prima facie letter, how long does it take for them to make a decision on a VAWA case? And does the government shutdown affect this?
Yes, because there is no VAWA right now unless they extend it. It should be extended once the government is reopened. It'll take probably, once the government is reopened, about 12 to 18 months.
All right, the Jacobs have a question on YouTube. Since getting my work permit in April 2018, I worked at a job. God, I had to say 2018 slow because I was like, wait, we didn't hit it yet, but we're at 2019.
We are.
Sheesh.
Sheesh.
These years are going by fast.
And I want you to know something, Jonathan. You don't realize this yet. As I get older, it goes by faster and faster and faster.
I have realized that so
goes
far.
faster and
It's
faster.
golly. All right, the Jacobs. Since getting my work permit in April 2018, I worked at a job for only 2 weeks. I quit and now I'm job hunting. Do I need to file a joint taxes with my citizen husband, although I only worked for 2 weeks?
Yes. That was income you earned.
Aminata would like to know, I've got a spouse who's in custody and has a deportation order and an approved I-130. He entered the country without a visa. What do I do? He's about to be deported, but any lawyer that I've spoken with said they can't do anything to stop the deportation and for me to just apply for the I-160. What's the best time to submit that application?
She's a permanent resident?
It doesn't say.
We need to know more. I wouldn't be able to tell you whether or not I could stop a deportation on 3-sentence question.
Got it.
All right, Sheriff Black City says, hey guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Sheriff Black
Hello,
City.
Sheriff.
Wow.
Hey,
Sheriff.
You like Sheriff?
I like Sheriff Black City.
Hello, Sheriff.
Hello there,
Tim
Sheriff.
likes you, Sheriff.
I'd like to come to your city. I'll stop.
I like the Black City. All right, hey
That's
guys.
a mighty big hat you got on there, Sheriff. Is that a gun in your holster or you're just happy to see me?
Hey, Hump Day.
It's Hump Day.
Yep.
No.
All right, my
Is that a
K1
6-shooter
visa-
you got there,
goodness
Oh my
gracious.
God. And it's over. Are you done?
No more? Okay. All right, my K1 visa green card interview is this Monday, January 28th. I'm confident it will go well. But what if it doesn't get approved? How will it affect my work permit renewal expiring this August?
It should go well. You'll get a green card. If it doesn't, you will get denied and you can't renew your work permit. So make sure it does well.
We've got another question from G. Shelley, who said, my uncle was my cousin, but he
uncle is my
stopped
cousin?
the filing. I'm going to go with was filing for, because I don't want to go into those weird family
My
dynamics.
uncle was filing for my cousin.
Was filing
so probably
for my cousin?
The uncle was filing for his son.
Right.
But he stopped the
daughter.
filing. She wants to apply for a visa, but she needs to withdraw her case first. How can she do that if she doesn't know the case number?
Problemo.
Sheesh.
Anything she can't do?
She could just say, here's the petitioner, here's the beneficiary. I don't know my case number. Please withdraw it.
Okay.
How many petitioners and beneficiaries have the same exact names? Probably very little.
All right. I'm a survivor says, does a J2 need to remove the 2-year waiver in order to change the status? I know J1 has to remove it.
Yes.
And finally, we've got Ronnie, who said, hey guys, my question is, if someone came to the U.S. on a B1, B2 visa and he got married with a resident, if he applies for his green card, can he also apply for a work permit? And if yes, how long is that going to take?
You can't apply for your work permit married to a resident, only through a U.S. citizen. Is that
All
it?
right.
That's it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have comments of the day.
All right, so I got a couple. It was like a little thing going on, comments back and forth with some of our Brad Squatters. Abigail Taylor Watson said, Belgian Kim, looking like she's serious about finding a husband in 2019.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
That's right.
I think so. Belgium Kim is on the market.
Yeah, then Carol Anderson, the Tiger, said, Jonathan, look, eyes, fabulous, honey. Ooh.
Eyes.
Uh-oh. Oh, was there a memo? Oh, okay. Sandy. Ooh. Sandy says, was there a memo that Brad didn't get? He the only one without a jacket.
Exactly. Exactly.
See, we did not get the memo. You didn't get the memo.
I sent the memo out. No jacket today.
No jacket. We've got one from Glamma who's got really excited about Sam and said, I wonder what food's going to be served at Sam's party and what music will be played.
Which party is this?
The Groundhog party that Sam wants to throw.
For Groundhog's Day.
For Groundhog Day. Wow, he did not watch the Groundhog today.
The Chipmunks will be playing.
That's funny.
The Chipmunks will be
That's
playing.
very funny. And we'll be serving pretzels, obviously.
We'll be serving pretzels.
And twigs.
All right, so I have one from Lynette Tay Fate. All right, says, honestly, I've had to say that you're doing a fantastic, phenomenal, and magnificent job. I've been reading and watching your show. Nice.
Nice. Thank you very much.
And then finally, we've got one from Asset Lindo who said, I love Hump Day. Everything is all turned up. Brad goes into all zones and hemispheres of this earth. That is a fact. That is a
There you got it. There you got it. Hump Day. Another Hump Day in the book.
Another Hump Day.
I'm going to allow you, Belgium Kim, and you, Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias, to go enjoy your Hump Days.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody
I'm
else
sure you
enjoy
will
your
too.
Hump Days. No, I'm going home alone tonight.
No hump
No hump day for me. I'll be home alone tonight.
No humpty.
No humpties for me. All right,
Go get a
and
cuddler.
we'll see you tomorrow.
So, Sam, as part of the production,
Get a
we have
cuddler.
to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465.
What are you doing?